Okay, for our first sample problem here in kinematics in physics. So, sa ang ating first sample problem, sabi dito, when rough train is waiting at the stoplight, when it finally turns green, when accelerated from rest at a rate of 6 meter per second squared. Daytime of 4.10 seconds. So, ang pinapanap dito is let's determine the displacement of bench car during this time period. So, for our solution, sulat muna natin yung mga given natin. So may initial velocity na given. Initial velocity is equals to 0 meter per second. Bakit? Kasi sabi dun sa problem natin, nag-start siya from rest. So meaning, yung ating magiging initial velocity, nakatigil lang siya. Kaya yung initial velocity natin will become 0 meter per second. Okay? Ating acceleration, may given din acceleration, and our acceleration is equal to 6 meter per second squared. May binigay din na time, sabi at a time of 4.10 seconds. Sulat natin, 4.10 seconds. So dito sa apat na formula na ito, ang possible nating gamitin, since dito at ito, same lang naman ito ng formula. Gamitin natin out of all the three formulas is yung ating x is equals to initial velocity times time plus 1 squared. Simply because meron tayong initial velocity, meron tayong acceleration, and meron time. So using that formula, x is equal to initial velocity times time plus 1 half 80 squared. Lagyan natin yung mga value. Ang ating initial velocity 0 times natin yung ating 0.10 seconds na time. So automatic naman na makakancel to since this is multiply natin sa 0. Okay? Then plus 1 half acceleration natin na 6 meter per second squared. Multiply natin sa time na 4.10 seconds and then squared. So upon substitution, i-plug in natin yun sa calcu, ang nating distance or yung displacement na pinapahanap during the time period of 4.10 seconds is equal to, kapag pinababa pa natin yan, nilagay natin yan sa calcu, it will become 50.43 meters. And this is now our final answer. Okay? Ganun lang naman kadala yung ating first sample problem. Now let's proceed with our second sample problem. Sabi doon sa ating second sample problem, Emma Hurricane is approaching a stoplight moving with a velocity of 30 meter per second. The light turns yellow and Emma applies the brakes and skids to a stop. So if Emma's acceleration is negative 8 meter per second squared, then determine the displacement of the car during the skidding process. So for our solution, intindihin muna natin yung problem. No, sabi dun sa problem, nag-apply daw ng brake si Ima. So kung si Ima ay nag-apply ng brake, meaning yung acceleration natin is magiging negative, kaya siya naging negative. No? So, isulat muna natin lahat ng given natin. Sabi dun sa problem, may initial velocity tayo na 30 meter per second. So this is positive. So 30 meter per second. Meron din tayong final velocity. Kung babasahin natin maigi yung problem natin, si Ima, pagka-brake niya, with a negative acceleration, ang magiging final velocity natin dito, since mag-i-stop siya, nabanggit din sa problem, skids to stop. So, ang magiging final velocity natin, since nakatigil siya sa dulo, it will become 0. So, this is 0 meter per second. Okay? And then, meron din tayong acceleration. Our acceleration is equal to negative 8.0 meter per second squared. Okay, so sa tatlong formula natin kanina, ang gagamitin naman nating formula is final velocity squared is equal to initial velocity squared plus 2ax. Okay? Since ang hinahanap natin dito ay displacement, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung kaninang formula na ito. X is equal to initial velocity times time plus 1 half at squared. So, ang pwede natin gamitin dito, since wala tayong time, ay yung final velocity squared is equal to initial velocity squared plus 2ax. So, substituting the value, final velocity natin is equal to 0. Initial velocity natin is 30 plus 2. Yung ating acceleration is negative 8 meter per second squared na ating ilagay. Times natin dun sa hinahanap nating distance. So, plugging in dun sa calculator ninyo, isa lang na yung unknown natin which is yung x. Yung displacement, makukuha natin yan at yan ay equal to 56.25 meters. So, this is now our final answer. Okay, moving on with our third sample problem. Sabi dun sa ating third sample problem, a car is heading east through a small town, Iowa City, accelerates after he passes the signpost marking the city limits. His acceleration is a constant 4 meter per second squared, and at that time, wherein t is equal to 0, he is 5 meters east of the signpost. Moving is at 15 meter per second. So, ang pinapahanap dito sa problem natin is first, find his position and velocity at t is equal to 2 seconds. And letter B, where is the motorcyclist when his velocity is 25 meter per second? Okay, dito sa third sample problem natin, kung iintindihin natin siya, ang sabi doon sa ating problem, if i-draw natin siya, okay, sabi doon sa sample problem, heading towards east daw yung ating kotse. Okay, so saan ba yung east natin? Dito. Ito yung east natin. So papunta dito yung kotse natin. Sabi niya, pagkapunta niya doon sa east, nag-accelerate siya after niya makita yung signpost na nagsasabi ng city limits. So hanggang doon na lang yung city na yan. His acceleration is a constant of 4 meter per second squared at time t is equal to 0. So kung ilalagay natin dito, nag-pass na siya, sabihin natin nandito yung kotse sa position na ito, wherein t is equal to 0, meron daw siyang velocity na 15 meter per second. Okay, meron din siyang acceleration, sinabi din dito. May acceleration siya na 4 meter, since constant yun, hindi nagbago. 4 meter per second squared nung time na iyon. Okay, so, sabi, 5 meters daw siya nung signpost. So, ito yung ating signpost na nagsasabi na ito yung city limits natin. Sabihin, mula dito, sa part na ito, siya ay 5 meters. Okay? So, isolve natin una yung letter A. After natin maintindihan ano ba yung problem, solve natin yung letter A. Ang sabi dun sa A, ang pinapahanap dito, position and velocity niya, when t is equals to 2 seconds. Hanapin daw natin yung position niya, which is yung x at 2 seconds. Okay. Hanapin din natin yung velocity when it is 2 seconds. O yan, hanapin din natin. Okay. Unahin natin hanapin is yung ating velocity. So, yung velocity niya, when t is equals to 2 seconds, ang gagamitin natin formula dyan is final velocity is equals to initial velocity plus at. So, meron tayong acceleration, meron tayong time, meron tayong velocity initial, wala tayong final velocity. So, direct substitution lang naman ito. Ang ating initial velocity is 25. So, yung final velocity na sinasabi dito, para mas maintindihan niyo, this is the velocity when t is equals to 2 seconds. So, that is equal to the initial velocity, which is 15 meter per second squared, meter per second, plus yung ating acceleration. Ang acceleration natin ay 4 meter per second squared. At yung time natin na 2 seconds. Okay? Then, makukuha natin yung velocity when t is equal to 2 seconds, which is 25 meter per second. Ngayon, hanapin naman natin yung isa. Yung isa natin hinahanap is yung ating position. Okay? Pwede natin gamitin yung formula which is x. X when or displacement or distance niya, position niya, when t is equal to 2 seconds. So that is equal to initial velocity times time plus 1/2 at squared. So meron tayong initial velocity, meron tayong acceleration, meron tayong time. So masusolve natin itong problem nito. Okay? Substitute natin yung value. Ang ating initial velocity is 15 meter per second. Multiply natin sa time. Ang time natin is 2 seconds. Plus 1/2. Acceleration natin is 4 meter per second squared. And yung time natin na 2 seconds. After natin ma-plug in yung value, makukuha natin yung ating distance when t is equals to 2, which is equal to 38 meter. Okay. Pero hindi pa ito yung final answer natin. Ang final answer natin dito is i-add pa natin yung 5 meters. Kasi ang sabi doon, hanapin daw natin yung position mula doon sa ating city limit. So, para makuha natin siya, yung displacement natin is 38 meters plus 5 meters, which is equal to 43 meters. Ito ngayon ay ease of the signboard. This is now our final answer. Okay. Now, yung letter B naman, kunin natin yung letter B. Sabi ito sa letter B, where is the motorcyclist when his velocity is 25 meter per second? So, sa letter B, isa-isahin ulit natin, meron tayong final velocity na 25 meter per second. Okay? Meron tayo, ay 25 meter per second, binanggit yun, no? 25 meter per second. So, meron din tayong initial velocity na 15 meter per second. Meron tayong acceleration na 4 meter per second squared. Okay, ang gamitin natin formula dito is yung final velocity squared equals to initial velocity squared plus 2as. Okay, so plug-in lang natin yung value, direct substitution lang naman ito. So 25 squared is equals to the initial 15. Bigay ko nga yung mga unit. 25 meter per second squared is equal to yung initial natin na 15 meter per second squared plus 2. Yung acceleration natin na 4 meter per second squared times natin ngayon yung hinahanap natin na x. Since isa lang naman yung unknown natin at yun yung x natin ay makukuha natin and x is equal to, so yung x natin is equal to 50 meters. So when velocity, meron tayong final velocity na 25 meter per second. Yung motorcyclist daw natin ay matatagpuan natin 50 meters from the signpost. So this is now our final answer for sample problem number 3. problem number 4. With our sample problem number 4, it stated that a batter hits the baseball so that it leaves the bat with an initial speed of 87 meters per second at an initial angle of 53.1 degrees at a location of where the gravity is equal to 9.81 meter per second squared. Letter A, find the position of the ball and the magnitude and direction of its velocity when time is equal to 2 seconds. Find the position when the ball reaches the highest point of its flight and its height at this point. And letter C, find the horizontal range. Okay, for our sample problem number 4, mas maintindihan natin to kung ito-drawing natin. Ipapakita natin siya through illustration. Okay, by the way, this is an example of a projectile motion. So, projectile motion siya. So, isipin natin, intindihin natin maigi yung ating problem. Sabi, dun sa problem natin, kung ito-drawing natin ito. So, meron daw tayo, ngayon, nakanta natin. So, meron daw tayong, meron daw tayong initial velocity. Sabi, naghinit daw ng batter. So, sabihin natin sa baseball ito, yung bola with an initial speed of 37 meters per second. So, from the origin, so magkakaroon tayo ng projectile na ganito, in which yung ating magiging velocity dyan, initial velocity dyan, is equal to 37 meter per second. Meron din siyang angle from the horizontal, binanggit din sa problem. Initial angle daw niya is 53.1 degrees. Ngayon, from the origin, okay, sabi to sa letter A, find the position of the ball and the magnitude and direction of its velocity when time is equals to 2 seconds. So sabihin natin, this is your 2 seconds. At dito sa 2 seconds na ito, meron tayong x at meron tayong y value. Okay? So meron tayo ditong x. So sabihin natin 2 seconds. Meron din tayong vertical distance at yun din yung hinahanap natin. So hanapin natin yung position, yung x value, and yung y value ng position natin. Sabi din doon sa letter A, when t is equal to 2 seconds, hanapin din daw natin yung kanyang magiging magnitude ng velocity. So meron tayo ditong velocity din. Hanapin daw natin yung velocity when t is equal to 2 seconds. Since iyan ay velocity, magnitude, meron tayong x and y value. So, meron tayo ditong v2x and meron din tayong v21. Okay? After nun, sabi dun sa letter B natin, hanapin daw natin yung time when the ball reaches its maximum peak. So, sabihin natin na ito naman ngayon, yung iyong maximum. Hanapin yung time dyan at hanapin din natin yung maximum height niya. Meron din itong velocity. Yung direction ng velocity niya ay doon. But this time, yung velocity niya, ayun, ganyan yung direction. Okay? I-denote natin to as V3. Hanapin natin siya. Okay? So, yung time natin dyan, hanapin din. Pang letter C naman, hanapin daw natin yung horizontal range na. Once na ma-reach na yung ating projectile, yung ating ground, so hanapin daw natin yung time natin dito. So, i-denote natin siya as T4. Hanapin din daw natin yung range niya. So, ngayon na drawing na natin, na-illustrate na natin kung paano natin hahanapin yung letter A, B, and C, sagutan na natin siya. Okay? So, hanapin muna natin yung position at letter A. This will be your solution. Hanapin daw natin at letter A, position and velocity when t equal to 2 seconds. Okay. So, hanapin muna natin ngayon yung position. X is equal to yung ating velocity, v2x times time. Pero paano natin malalaman kung ano yung velocity dyan? Eh, may binigay lang naman is yung initial velocity natin. So, para mas maintindihan ninyo, kagaya nga ng sinabi ko sa concept natin sa projectile motion, kung ano yung mga velocity natin along x, same lang yan kung ano yung magiging initial velocity natin. Kahit panguta mo yan v2x, v3x, v3x, magiging same lang yung velocity niya as long as it is on the same plane. Basta lahat ng x value natin, constant yung magiging velocity niya. So meaning, yung initial velocity natin na 37, yun din ang gagamitin natin dito. Okay? So, sa v2x, makuha natin yung position along x. That would become, kunin natin yung kanyang x value. Ang x value niya ay makukuha natin by getting its x component. So, meron tayong angle na 53.1. So, ang velocity natin ay magiging 37 cosine. Yung angle natin, 53.1 degrees. Times natin sa time na 2 seconds. So, yung distance natin along x is equals to 44.431 meters. This is now your final answer. Doon pa lang dun sa letter A. Doon pa lang sa position natin along x. Meron pa tayong along y. Ngayon, pag vertical velocity na hinahanap natin o yung vertical components ng mga velocity natin, hindi na pare-pareho yan. Magkakaiba na sila. So, iba na rin yung magiging formula natin for the position y. Ito na ngayon, yung y component ng velocity natin times time plus 1/2 acceleration due to gravity t squared. So, y is equal to yung vertical component ay yung vertical component ng ating velocity. That would become 27 sine ng 53.1 degrees. Plus, times pala, sorry. Times natin sa 2 seconds plus 1/2. Yung ating gravity, sinabi ko din nung sa lesson natin that the gravity will be negative. So, negative 9.81 meter per second squared times natin sa time na 2 seconds. So, 2 squared. Makukuha na natin yung kanyang vertical component. Ang ating y, when t is equals to 2 seconds, is 39.56 meter. And this is now your final answer. So, mayroon na tayong x and y, nakuha na natin yung position niya. Kunin naman natin ngayon yung kanyang magiging velocity. So, mayroon tayong velocity, kunin natin yung v2x. Kaya na sinabi ko, yung v2x natin is same lang. Okay? So, yung v2x natin, kung ano man yung makuha natin dito, same na rin dito. So, v2x is equals to initial velocity natin is 37 cosine ng 53.1. v2x is equal to 22.22 meter per second. Now, for its y component, that is equal to 37 sine ng 53.1 plus yung ating gravity, negative 9.81 times 2. Okay? By the way, ang ginamit nating formula dito is yung ating final velocity is equals to initial velocity plus acceleration times time. Makukuha natin yung vertical component ng velocity natin na 10 meter per second. So, nakuha na natin yung x and y component niya. So, kunin naman natin ngayon yung magnitude since ang pinapahanap dun sa ating problem is yung magnitude and direction. So, kunin natin yung magnitude niya. The magnitude is equals to the square root of 22.22 squared plus 10 squared. The velocity is equal to 24.3 meter per second. And this is now your final answer. Okay. So, kunin natin yung direction niya. So, para makuha natin yung direction, kukunin niya lang naman yung angle niya. So, tangent, yung angle natin is tangent theta ng y over x. Okay, so angle natin is equals to arctan ng y over x. Ang y natin is 10 over 22.22. So, yung angle natin ng angle is 24.23. So, this is now your final answer. So, nakuha na natin yung letter A. Ngayon, let's solve letter B. For letter B, ang pinapahanap naman sa atin sa letter B ay find the time when the ball reaches the highest point of its flight and its height at the same point. So, ito yung pinapahanap sa atin. So, kunin natin yan. Gamitin natin yung formula dito. Okay, time when h is maximum. Okay, so kunin natin siya. Gamitin natin yung formula para mahanap yung time natin is yung final velocity niya along y. So, sabihin natin, ano bang nilagay natin? T3. So, this is T3y is equal to T3 initial. Okay? V3y, which is yung final, is equal to V3 initial natin, long y, plus gravity times time. So, doon sa final natin, or yung V3y natin along y, okay, 0 yan. 0 siya kasi na-reach na natin yung maximum. So, 0. Yung initial velocity niya naman, gamitin lang natin along x, magiging formula natin dito is yung y component. So, 37 sine ng 87 sine ng 53.1 plus yung ating magiging acceleration due to gravity, negative 9.81 times time. Okay. Makukuha natin yung time dito since yung time lang naman ng unknown. Ang time natin is equals to 3.02 seconds. So, yung time natin sa highest o sa maximum natin is 3.02 seconds. And this is now your final answer. Next, kunin naman natin yung kanyang maximum height. Ay yung maximum na na-reach ng ating projectile. Yung h natin is equals to, and ulit, initial velocity, o yung velocity natin, 0.3 times time plus 1/2 8 gt squared. So, yung maximum height natin, 37 sine ng 53.1 times natin dun sa time na 3.02 seconds plus 1 half negative 9.81 times natin dun sa time na 3.02 seconds. Makukuha natin yung maximum height which is equal to 44.7 meters. And this is now your final answer. Okay, now for letter C, ang hinahanap natin dito is yung ating total time or T total kung saan yun yung magre-reach na sa ground, magre-reach na yung buong projectile motion niya at yung ating horizontal range. So, kunin muna natin yung T total. So, pwede natin gamitin na formula is y is equals to initial velocity along y times time plus 1 half gt squared. Since nasa baba na siya, na-reach na yung ground, yung y natin is equal to 0. So, initial velocity along y times time plus 1 half gt squared. Pwede natin makuha, pwede natin ilagay yung ating y value ng ating velocity, which is 37 sine ng 53.1. So, 0 is equals to 37 sine ang 53.1 plus 1 half negative 9.81 times, hindi ko pa lang lagyan ng t dito, times t squared. Ngayon, ito ay quadratic. Magbibigay ito ng dalawang value ng time. So, merong time is equals to 0 at merong time is equals to 6.04 seconds. So, ignore nyo lang itong isang time. Ang makukuha nyo is yung 6.04 seconds. Ito yung gagamitin natin. So, ito na rin yung sagot natin dun sa isa. Okay? Ngayon, kunin na natin yung kanyang horizontal range. So, para makuha natin yung x maximum o yung horizontal range natin, that is equal to the initial velocity along x times yung ating time total. So, x maximum is equal to initial velocity along x, which is 37, which is 37 cosine ng 53.1 times natin dun sa t total na 6.04. So, makukuha natin x maximum is equal to 134.1 meter. And this is your final answer.